Hey, good afternoon. I have a word. You became the ghost they can't shake. Not dead, just above them. Cold, unforgiving. True, cold, and unforgiving. True, they tried to bury you with gossip. Now they're buried in guilt. They tried to isolate you. Now no one's answering their calls. Not even the same people they turned against you. Because once the truth starts leaking, nobody wants to be seen bailing out a sinking ship. Trying to gather sympathy from the same crowd they once used to mock you. Instead of growing with you, they tried to break you. They resented the way your energy exposed their chaos. So they pushed you out thinking it would bring relief. Paranoid overshadows that aren't even there. Why? Because you're not there to regulate the temperature anymore. You're not softening the rage. You're not calming their fears. You're not catching their lies with that sharp, silent look that said, I see right through you. You were you were the anchor they didn't think they needed until they let go and started drifting into madness. Chosen one, they didn't understand your armor because they assumed you didn't have any. You were kind, so they mistook you for naive. You were forgiving, so they thought you were weak. You were silent, so they assumed you had nothing to say. They had no clue that the more chaos they threw at you, the more centered you became. Amen. You want to know why they're paranoid now? Why they can't stop looking over their shoulders, refreshing their notifications, and second guessing every conversation? Because they remember how much they tried to ruin you, and they can't believe none of it worked. Let them chase shadows trying to recreate the damage they swore they already did. They thought your quiet was weakness, thought your calm meant defeat, but you were never retreating. You were letting the storm reveal itself. The best part, you didn't do anything. The truth doesn't chase, it doesn't beg, it doesn't convince, it just waits and then it rises. So let them fall apart, let them play victim in the disaster they created. Let them whisper your name in rooms where no one trusts them anymore. You don't have to prove they were wrong. You just have to keep living like you always have, like you always were, unshaken, unmoved, and fully awake. And the confidence that effort that confidence that effortless I'm good either way energy, it flipped their system upside down. Because if you didn't need their approval, you couldn't be controlled by it. And that chosen one is what scared them most. They tried to figure you out, tried to decode the formula behind your calm. They questioned it, mocked it, tried to shake it, but no matter what they threw at you, you didn't flinch. You were, where is it? You didn't flinch. You weren't cold. You weren't arrogant. You were just free. They're trying to find the very peace they tried to rob from you, reading books about boundaries, watching videos about self worth, quoting affirmations they don't even believe. But nothing is sticking because they still don't understand that peace can't be performed. It has to be earned in silence, tested in solitude, and built in the fire of rejection. And man does it. Without losing yourself. They thought you could fake what they thought they could fake what you became. And now they're chasing shadows, buying healing in a bottle, mimicking stillness while screaming inside. All the while you move in silence, untouched, unmoved, unfazed, not better than them, beyond them. Excuse me, my throat. You never needed to be liked to be powerful. You never needed to be seen to shine. They tried to paint you as difficult, antisocial, too distant, but that was just projection. What they really meant was, I can't figure out how to control someone who doesn't care if I approve. Amen. Playing victim to the same crowd they once entertained with stories about you. But no one's buying it anymore because the calmest person in the story is the one they tried to label as unstable. The calmest person in the story, the one they tried to label as unstable, isn't even speaking. Your life became the receipt they can't tear up. You showed up, you leveled up, you moved on. And that momentum, that peace, that glow, that was the silent answer to every question they ever tried to raise about your worth. So that was the word, and I pray that reaches the ears that it was meant to. Please prayerfully go to the Lord and ask if this word is for you. Not every word is for everyone. I am just a messenger. And I will be back when the Lord sends me. God bless.